Randy here, and we're playing Farming Simulator 17 on Gold Crest Valley. And we're up at the shop here again this episode, folks. Hopefully we're going to buy ourselves a corn planter, or at least a row crop planter anyway. And I was looking at prices here. We got the John Deere 1760 for $64,000. And then we got the John Deere 7200, which is the larger planter, for $35,000. Seems a little backwards. But anyway, these are the fixed versions of these planters. For those of you who see me use these planters on the multiplayer server, they did not plant actually any row crops. They didn't plant any corn or sunflowers or sugar beets or anything like that. They just planted wheat and barley. But these apparently have been flipped around. They now plant soybeans, corn, sunflowers, and sugar beets, which is what they are supposed to plant, so that is good. But anyway, folks, I was actually looking at the 7200 here. Obviously, it's a little bit cheaper. Unfortunately, we can't quite afford that, but we might be able to. I do have barley that needs to be sold yet. So we're going to run down the train here. I went ahead and brought the barley down to the train yard here. Highest price was over at the Maplefield Mill. So we're going to sell that here, and hopefully that will get us the money we need to buy, or at least maybe we'll lease the planter at the very least. So let's pull the train ahead here a little bit. And we got 77,000 barley here. We'll load that up. And since last episode, folks, been doing just a little bit of work here, pretty much playing Farming Simulator. We've been plowing, cultivating, planting, fertilizing, etc. So, like I said, been playing some Farming Sim. There we go. Now I can see how much the fill level is. Just tab around here, check and see how everybody's doing. We got the case here planting soybeans on field 20. Like he's about half done or so. Should be up to 2 levels of fertilization on this field. Oh, actually, is it just showing... No, wait a minute. There we go. Okay. I was looking at the blue there. Wrong blue. There we go. Up to 2 levels of fertilization. And then hopefully we can apply a third here once he's done planting. Then I got another hired work. I believe that's the Vultra. Yes, the Vultra is cultivating here. And the other case is probably done. Got him on fertilizer duty here yet. We'll just move him on to the next field. Okay, he should be good to go for a little bit. And doesn't look like I have the Fent do anything, so that's okay. Okay, back to the train, which occurs to me I have to walk back there again. That's the problem with the tabbing away. I do have the option for tabbing to the trains turned off. It does get a little bit annoying after a while having to constantly tab through the trains when you don't need them very often, but when you do, it would be nice. I don't suppose you can add it to... No, you can't add it to the vehicle group switcher, can you? Oh, well. Anyway, we are off to the mill. Hopefully we'll make a good amount of money off this. Should actually be able to make about 40,000 or so, I'm guessing. By the way, off screen, I did go ahead and bale up field 11 there. Made the bales, wrapped them, and sold the wrapped bales. So that's where the money we currently have comes from. Made a good 60,000 off that field, I do believe. And it seems like you go underneath that bridge. That's a pretty good spot to start slowing down there. Like I said before, folks, it's kind of funny how fast the train can accelerate, but yeah, when it comes to stopping, it's really slow. Okay, there we go. 49. Wow, nice, folks. $49,000 from that. A little more than what I thought it would be. Not going to complain about that, that's for sure. And don't worry, folks, we'll get to some logs here at some point. Actually, maybe I'll just leave the train parked up here. Yes, we should be, yes, by the Stanton sawmill there. I believe there's a spot here. Yep. Actually, we might want to slow down in that case. Ooh, slow down. I don't know if this is a sell point here or not. Haven't tried that yet, folks. But we'll save that for the logging video here at some point. And like I said, I'm assuming this is just a sell point here. I'm assuming. Oh, other side. Yeah, we'll have to give that a try here sometime. Like I said, this is the sawmill here where you sell the wood chips right here. And the log selling point is on the other side of the building. Okay, with that, we should be able to afford a planter here. And I'm thinking we're just going to go with the larger one here. Hopefully it isn't too large. No options with it. I'll have to see once, folks. I might maybe fix that price tag here for the future. Just seems a little backwards. The smaller planter is more expensive than the larger one. The smaller one, by the way, that is the 12-row John Deere planter. This is the 24. At least it's supposed to be 24-row planter. So 6 on the back. And what is there? 9 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, 9. So 18 on the side, 6 on the back makes 24. And hopefully this planter will work. I have read there are a few issues with it. To my understanding, this planter can hold 2 fill types. However, it can hold 3 different fill types. The 3 different fill types it can hold are dry fertilizer, liquid fertilizer, and seed. And from the sounds of it, my understanding, folks, from what I've been told, you can actually put dry fertilizer and liquid fertilizer in here. And then at that point, the 2 fill type, or 2 fill tanks, or whatever you want to call them, are filled up, and you cannot put the seeds in, apparently. Also, there's an issue with it falling through the map, I guess, as well, which is obviously less than ideal. So we'll try to make sure that doesn't happen. Okay, looks like both our tractors are finished here. We'll have to get them working on the next. You know what? Might as well... Oh, I do need to fill it here yet first. I was going to say, otherwise we might as well start planting. But we should fill it. Hopefully I've got fertilizer and seed up here. And I do have liquid fertilizer in there. I don't have any out here, so hopefully we'll be fine here with filling this. Oh, you are stuck on, I guess that's a rock, kind of, sort of. You know what we should probably do here, folks, is do like a little headland across here. As he gets closer to that house there, it's going to be even more issues. Oh, that's quite the offset. Also, probably not quite the right width. Let's zero that offset. This is kind of what I've said before about the GPS mod, folks. Sometimes you just need to get going straight first, then recalculate. And 6.6, I think that's actually still wrong. I was saying that there, I think it was last episode as well, about the markers. Sometimes the markers can throw the GPS off as well. So it probably should actually be a little less than that. Okay, 2 headlands. That we'll see once if that's enough. I don't know if it will be or not. We can always add more if it's not. That should at least keep them away somewhat. Probably should actually get the fent here on this cedar. I think the case is just a little bit on the small side. At least per the game anyway. I believe the cedar's 180 horsepower or something like that, or 160. Okay, off you go. Okay, there we go. Looks like the seed is filled up. Now, can I get some fertilizer? Let's try the other side here, maybe. Or maybe not. Okay, I guess that doesn't work. Let's see what else can we try. Let's go around the other side here, maybe. I don't think it's the issue with the pallets being on here. I'm guessing it's probably just the planter wants to be filled from a certain spot, I'm thinking. Oh, that should definitely be... Oh, there we go, folks. That works. We'll just ride up the hitch there, mounted right up on the trailer. Okay. Okay, you're done. Let's move you on to the next field here. I believe the John Deere there can no-till if we wanted to, so we might actually maybe use that feature on the two, or is it just one field? Might just be one field there that is untilled. All the plowing should be finished here. I did finish that up off screen here. So yes, all the fields we own should be all set. You can see a little bit we missed there on field 20. Looks like a missing spot right in the middle. That's kind of weird. Not sure what's up with that. And we'll get you on. Actually, you could go right to this field right here again. Fertilized it after plowing, and we'll fertilize it again here after cultivating. You can see how far the cultivator got before I actually finished fertilizing this field, so that little bit there is not going to be fertilized again. I think that's going to use up the remaining fertilizer pellets I have here. Seems like I've actually been going through more fertilizer than I have seed. Okay, hopefully that'll be good. We can get started here. And shouldn't take us very long to plant corn here with this cedar. Speaking of corn, let's make sure we actually set it to corn. Also, these row markers really don't look like they're long enough. Actually, it doesn't look like the row markers even work from the looks of it. Okay, well that's fine. We don't need them. We'll definitely be getting the GPS out for this anyway. Okay, there we go. Should be all set to go here. Oh, talk about a wide. I'm turning as sharp as I can here, folks. Must be the hitch on this cedar doesn't let you turn any wider. Apparently, must be a collision zone on it there. I think I noted that as well with the smaller 12-row John Deere planter there. Kind of have the same issue. Can't quite turn tight enough. And this should be adding a second level of fertilization, so we just need to come back, fertilize one more time, and we should be good here, I'm assuming. Oh, it's going to be a tough one to turn around here like this too, isn't it? Okay. Doesn't back up well because of that. And you folks have been saying we should get some more John Deeres here in the game. I definitely agree with you folks on that one. This may not be a tractor here yet, but we do have a John Deere planter. And while there are some John Deere tractors out, I haven't seen too many that are really good yet. The John Deere 8530, and there's a 8000 series pack as well. That seems like it's pretty good. Yeah, some of the other John Deere tractors I've seen come out, they look okay, folks, but it's like, nah, they're not quite quite up to the 17 quality mods, I would have to say. Okay, there we go. That's one field done. Like I said, folks, that's not going to take too long. Oh, let's see. Can we sneak through here somewhere? I wonder if these planter arms are actually collidable. Oh, they're not. Okay. I was going to say, folks, I'm looking for a spot I can fit through. Doesn't look like I needed to actually worry about that. A little disappointed the mod author didn't actually model that properly for a collision anyway. Oh well. And looks like our hired worker decided to stop here. That is the issue with this field here. I don't know why, but the hired worker always is derpy right in this region for some reason. I wonder if it like collects a collidable object somewhere near, maybe. I don't know where that would be, but it does seem like hired workers do try to avoid objects if it detects it'll collide into them. So the only thing I can think of, folks, there's some sort of collidable objects we can't see in this region here somewhere that's causing the hired worker to stop there, maybe. Okay, let's see what's here. How's everybody else doing? You are doing good. You are cultivating away. Definitely want to get a larger cultivator here at some point. I think we're a little strapped for cash here at the moment, unfortunately. We do have 26,000, which we should probably hang on to, considering we're really burning through the money here with hired worker on seeding and hired worker on fertilizing. Annoying feature there with the engine shutting off. I do have the new version of Drive Control mod now. I do need to check into that feature. Supposedly it has a feature where you can disable it so the vehicles don't shut off on you. Definitely, like I said, going to look into that feature. Anyway, we'll read a couple comments here. Will's asking, do you know how to put mods in the farming simulator game? Let's see what's here, folks. Do I know how to put mods? Let's see. What is this John Deere planter? As well as some of the other equipment I'm using. If you're looking for a video on how to install mods, I do have one on my channel. Just check out my channel page there. And I do have a how-to for farming simulator playlist there. You know, how to use the GPS mod, how to install mods. Also have a video on how to download and install mods to join the multiplayer server. At least my multiplayer servers anyway. Other people might do their servers differently, so it might not apply. But at least in my case, folks, I do have a video on how to download mods and install them for joining my multiplayer server. Gavin was asking, do you live in Michigan? Yes, I do. And for those of you wondering, yes, we are getting quite a bit of snow. There's probably somewhere between a foot and a half out there at the moment. It's kind of the light, fluffy stuff, so it kind of packs down. But we've definitely been getting hit pretty good with snow here. Supposed to get like another foot of it yet, too. So, pretty much been snowing all day here. Massey Farmer was saying, even though the Fendt has 240 horsepower, it looks like it's 150 horsepower because it's so small. Yes, folks, the Fendt looks really small when you put it up next to the New Holland here. I don't know why that is, but just looks really small for some reason. I don't know if it's actually that size difference in real life, or maybe there's like a little scaling issue here, folks. I don't know. I wouldn't think Farming Simulator would have a scaling issue. I'm pretty sure, folks, this tractor would be scaled properly, at least for given the game anyway. And the Fendt would be scaled properly as well. Yeah, like I said, folks, it just seems like the Fendt is so small when you put it up next to this tractor. Holly was asking, how do you get on your server from the Xbox? I don't believe you can join my servers from the Xbox, to my knowledge. Number one, you would have to be able to download the mods, and I don't think you can get some of the mods I have. Actually, I don't know if you can even get any of the mods we have on the multiplayer server. Also, not sure if it's actually even possible to join a dedicated server from the Xbox or PlayStation for that matter. I think I mentioned this here in a couple videos back. On the Steam page there, it does say multi-platform, multiplayer compatible. I don't think that's true, folks, but I could be wrong on that. Anyway, let's get you going here on the next field. Actually, we might have to wait here a little bit. You know what? We'll be back to this field here that we just planted then. And double check this here, like I was saying. Yep, 2 levels of fertilizer. And this should bump us up to 3. At least if he keeps going anyway. Cedar's probably almost a little bit too big for our current fields, but I figure once we get to field 20, maybe plant some sunflowers or corn on that field at some point. This will definitely be a nice cedar to have for that. Samuel was saying that plow needs to have an articulated tractor behind it. Would look more realistic. I believe he's talking about the Salaford plow we have, the large plow. And I would have to agree on that. Would be nice to have a nice, large, articulated tractor on that. That would look pretty cool. We'll have it at some point here, folks. At some point. Once we get the money, anyway. Samuel was saying you can't plant wheat or anything with a corn planter because the rows are too wide. That's not necessarily the point I was getting at there, folks, with the rows being too wide for wheat, which, yes, it would be. Wheat is one of those crops that doesn't mind how close it's planted. Well, it does mind at some point, folks, but it doesn't mind if it's planted closer together than corn. The point I was getting at is I don't believe there's anything that would actually stop you from planting wheat in a corn planter if you wanted to, for some, I don't know what reason for, but if you wanted to, I believe you could plant wheat with a corn planter if you wanted to. Like I said, folks, I don't know why you would want to, but Brayden was saying, great video. Thank you very much for that. '8080 was saying, I took a server on Nitrato, but don't know how to get it to work. Well, I'll try to go through this as fast as I can here, so this might not give you the greatest detail. It's not that hard to set up. You pretty much just need to log into your Nitrato account. There should be an option there somewhere to get to the web interface. So pretty much go to your My Services, and then click the web interface option. I think you got to go web interface, and I think there's another web interface option. And that should take you to the Farming Simulator dedicated server page where you can configure your server. At that point, folks, it should be pretty straightforward. Just pretty much select the map you want to start with, what difficulty, hardness level, dirt level, etc., game passwords, administrator passwords. There's going to be a mod tab up there where you can upload and add mods if you want to. And then once you got it all set up there, folks, you pretty much just click Start. Your server started. You can then go to Farming Simulator here, go to the Multiplayer tab, go to whatever region you put your server under. If you put it under International, select the International, type in the name for your server, and you should find it on the list. One really nice thing with the new Farming Simulator 17 dedicated servers here, you can actually download the mods from the server, from the Farming Simulator mod hub. So you don't necessarily even have to upload mods to your server. On the mods page for the dedicated server, you actually have the option to download the mods straight from the mod hub to the dedicated server, which is a really nice option. Of course, the the mod has to be on the mod hub, the Farming Simulator mod hub. But if it's on there, you can download it straight from it. It makes it really quick and simple to download and update mods. Looks like our fertilizer spreader missed a little bit there. I did not notice that. Oh well. And also, our cultivator needs to get going here again. Anyway, folks, at some point I'll see once maybe if I can make a video on how to use the dedicated Farming Simulator website there and set up a server. And like I said, folks, once you get to that web page, it's fairly simple and straightforward to set it up. Pretty much just go through the options and set it up. Not much else to really do there. But anyway, folks, with that, I think we need to wrap up the video there. You folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.